Do you come from an English medium background?
Yes, I've studied English medium school, so like all my life.
Your English is amazing, and the fact that you come from an English medium background, I would like to assume that. How are you?
I'm doing fine, I hope, given there's this borderline epidemic of dengue going on. Pretty worried because I live in DOHS, and DOHS has been quite popular for the hub of mosquitoes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is terrible news. Do you work from home?
Well, I actually work in a hybrid system because I do have to visit my workplace sometimes. But yes, other than that, I mostly work from home.
Okay. So, on certain days of the week, you go to the office, right?
Yeah, like probably 2 days a week, something like that. It actually it's based on the necessities. Like if there's something that needs to be worked on, like I have to be physically present, then I go. Other than that, it's probably like once a week.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Sounds very enticing. Well, I also work from home, and it started back in March 2020 when the coronavirus pandemic struck Bangladesh as it did other countries. So since then, I have been working from home. So it's been ages, I think over 3 years. Anyway, so um,
Yeah, but what? Actually, I have been working from home since 2016. It was very much unheard of back then.
at that time, oh,
Yeah, because I was working for this Silicon Valley company.
mhm,
So they hired me like on a hybrid setting. But
okay.
then like as it was very like a new concept, so a lot of people didn't get me, like how do you work from home, like how does that work, you're an inventor, so how do you invent from home? So that I have to hear that a lot, but right now it's like easier to talk to people about working in remote settings.
Oh, okay. So you were already a past master at working from home.
Yeah, already.
Uh, Great. Good for you. So, how do you maintain work-life balance?
Oh, okay. That's complicated because I wouldn't call it a balance. Actually, uh, like I think it's more like whenever, well, I think it's flexible in a lot of ways because you can work from the comfort of your home, but then there are times like I'm being called upon at like probably 2 a.m., 3 a.m. because I have to conduct a meeting with New York. So I wouldn't actually call it a balance, but yes, of course, I make it work. I try to make it work.
So, you are a patent scientist, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please describe the work of a patent scientist? What does it involve? I mean, in simple.
Well, okay. At the rudimentary level, it actually involves the writing, drafting the patents. And on from a holistic view, it actually involves everything from like the conception of an idea to the prosecution of the patent. So everything, for example, working with the inventors and also finding the scope, like finding the scope of the invention. For example, if this is already being practiced in the market, if this is available in the public domain, like for like an invention. So those things I have to do my research, then write the patent, work with the inventors, like, okay, no, this is probably not going to work because we already have this available in the domain. So we have to work something like we have to work our way around this to come up with an idea that is not obvious to the common people over here, or people who are experienced in the art, so who are skilled in the art, so it will not be obvious to them. So that part is called the inventive step. So I have to work on the novelty and inventive step and also the industrial applicability. So these three things are my strongest suits, I would say. And apart from that, after writing the patent, you have to file this, and there's a lot of administrative work that's involved, like which jurisdiction you want to file it for, and also like you get examinations, office actions, oppositions. So I have to deal like that part of the law as well.
Okay.
So it's a very intense
It
thing.
can get pretty technical at times, right?
It starts with being very technical and ends with a lot of, I think, legal implications. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, how often do you go abroad on a work trip?
Oh, I would like to, well, once a year. Yeah, I would like it to boost up to like 2 or 3 times a year though.
Okay. Oh, so that I was gonna ask you about how enjoyable you find such trips, and I think what you said just kind of answers that question. So that kind of indicates that you enjoy such trips a lot, right? Work trip.
Yes, exactly, because usually when we are traveling for leisure, it's different, right? Like you have to have an itinerary, like you have to plan like what you want to see. It's different, and it's like it's cool in a different sort of way. But when you're actually traveling for work, you get this boost of confidence, I guess. Oh my God, I'm traveling for work. So I have grown up, I'm mature. So that's another kind of feeling. And also like you get to meet a lot of new people, and it's very productive, I think, because I go there for mainly research purposes. So I have to research the market. I have to like my forte in this field is actually AI. So I have to talk with a lot of technical people mostly. So it actually sort of adds to my experience in AI. So, and also while this is very much like a trending topic nowadays, like the perks and the downsides of AI. So working with a lot of people, so uh, conducting on a very intense level, I think it actually adds to my experience and the whole thing.
Okay. Do you come from an English medium background?
Yes, I've studied English medium schools, so like all my life.
So your English is amazing, and the fact that you come from an English medium background, I would like to assume that it kind of helped you achieve this level of fluency and mastery that you are able to demonstrate in English.
Of course, I would like to say it definitely gave me leverage over the language, but then actually I developed a good command in English at a very early stage in life because my mother speaks very good English. So
Okay.
yeah, she used to work as a cabin crew. She had her whole conducts in English, so she was very good in this. So from a very early age, my mother started conversing with me in English, so I think that helped me.
So you were fortunate to have that kind of an environment, that was conducive to learning English or conversing in English.
Yeah, now, but back then it seemed like she was being very stringent on this.